Organizations or yung mga may mga nagsusulong ng social issues, no? So siguro we find common ground in saying that yung social activism may lugar talaga sa ating society, 'di ba? Pero yung nangyaring abrogation or yung pinaplanong abrogation ng ating mga agreements and ating mga kasunduan sa mga state universities or other universities, hindi pa natin alam kung sino-sinong meron. Would you say that medyo naging overkill ito? It may stifle yung social activism that the world over nire-recognize naman yan as a constructive and necessary part ng ng governance, no? So do you think medyo overkill ito and maring may masamang epekto if it goes overboard? Kasi parang gusto pasukin, hindi natin alam kung how, but ganon, yung parang omnibus na, hindi, tanggalin na yan, pwede na tayo pumasok. So ano yung thoughts niyo on that?
Sige po. Being a former student of the University of the Philippines, with or without the accord, academic freedom is always there. Eh? The UP exists since 1908. An accord was crafted 1982, the Soto and Really Accord. It was replaced by the 1989 DND-UP Accord. I mean, even before the accord, UP has already been enjoying and exercising academic freedom. So with this abrogation of the UP-DND Accord, I don't see anything that relates to how it will affect academic freedom one way or another. I can relate to this yung malakas na opposition, most especially from left-leaning youth organization inside the University of the Philippines. Kasi galing din ako diyan. So I know where they're coming from. Because I can really understand na ina-exaggerate ng mga militant groups inside the university yung issue ng abrogation. They always relate it na ay aatakehin na naman ito yung academic freedom. But for me, it's not an attack to academic freedom. Even without the accord, the University of the Philippines can always and will always and should always exercise its academic freedom. Now, with regards to how will it affect social activism, yun kasi yung nagiging deception on our part, because the communist terrorist groups is hiding behind social activism. So it establishes legal organization kasi publicly kasi hindi ganun ka-accepted yung concept of armed struggle, yung concept of communism, yung concept of Marx, Lenin, and Mao Zedong. It's not publicly and openly accepted by kahit sa loob ng universities. There's always an ideological debate about that. That's why there are may mga legal organization where ito yung stepping stone for the National Democrats, to be specific, no, na makapasok dun sa mga underground and clandestine organization that secretly supporting the NPA. Hindi naman lahat ng aktivista sa UP ay part ng ganyang ganyang framework, no? Napakaraming uri po ng aktivista. So I don't see anything na maapektuhan yung activism in general. Kasi UP, it's always a legacy of the University of the Philippines to speak up, no, in times of peril, in times of different social issues. Kahit ngayon, no, the UP, I mean, they can still launch different activities. Ang mga lumad from Mindanao are having sanctuary sa loob ng UP, hindi naman sila inaano. Even during the abrogation, nagpahayag ng opposition ang ilang community sa loob ng UP. They were freely allowed to hold protest actions. So even siguro in the future, even without this accord, UP can always embrace and uphold academic freedom because, again, to me, the UPD and the accord is not tantamount to having or enjoying academic freedom. My personal opinion on this is, yung accord kasi, ako being a UP student and an activist before then, nagagamit namin sa loob ng organization. I mean, to be honest, hindi lahat ng UP student may alam sa accord. Ang nakakaalam ng accord, may very may mataas na concern about the abrogation are those organizations na leaning sa left and what we call as legal fronts of the CPP. Other students don't care about that. To be honest. Kahit noon sa UP Visayas, mga aktivista lang po yung may alam sa accord. Kasi sila lang yung may anxiety pag may militar o police na papasok sa university because that will suppress their recruitment to different students in radicalization. Halimbawa, may mga panahon before na sa UP Visayas ako, may presence ng RCDG and the 301st Brigade sa loob ng UP Biyag-awan sa UP City Campus kasi they are conducting trainings and lectures sa mga ROTC. And then, with their presence, syempre sa part namin, medyo napapraning kasi parang feeling namin militarisado yung school. And we are asserting na eto nga, may accord, bawal kayong pumasok without coordination. So, we always use the accord as an excuse, no, for the military to coordinate first with the UP admin bago pumasok. Kung alam ng admin at malalaman namin ahead na papasok sila, so we can stop whatever subversive and illegal activities that we are planning to do. That's why with this abrogation, this will not suppress academic freedom. It will suppress the subversive and illegal activities of pretending legal organizations inside the University of the Philippines. Yun lang po.
Paano bang magiging effect kung, let's say, malaking hindrance kapag may military doon, let's say, if they do activities, anong magiging epekto nito you think? I mean,
if I'm still there, meetings will be affected. So, mahihirapan sa pagkakonduct ng meetings. They might find different venue for meetings, especially for educational discussions. Kasi the PADEPA or the PACUM, the General Mass Course, it will take 3 to 5 days. Iba is 1 week. That's a whole week festival of Marxist, Leninist, Maoist, and Joma Seasons textbooks na tinuturo sa mga estudyante. Now, wala namang ibang organization na nagbibigay ng ganyang pag-aaral. It's just the organization linked to the CPP and PNDF. And of course, definitely, that will be limited or one way siguro that will be suppressed. No, because that's a form of radicalization of the students to bring them closer to becoming an underground activist of the Kabataang Makabayan or we be the CPP. So that's one effect po ng abrogation.
Siguro may dagdag lang din ako. Pagdilinaw lang din, baka ma-misinterpret yung meeting, no? Kapag sinabi kasi sa aming meeting nitong mga legal funds organization, ang mga pinagmi-meetingan, ano ba? Yung mga pinagmi-meetingan dito ay sino yung nabigyan ng mga pag-aaral, sino yung mga na-recruit, ilan yung na-recruit, paramihan pa nga ito ng mga room to rooms, at syempre meron kaming mga meetings na sinasagawa na mga underground meetings sa loob mismo ng university. Nagmi-meeting mismo yung grupo ng Kabataang Makabayan sa loob ng PUP. Nagmi-meeting mismo yung kolektibo o yung grupo ng Communist Party of the Philippines sa Section Committee and the Party Branch ng Communist Party of the Philippines sa loob mismo ng mga universities. So, kahit nga yung pagbibigay ng basic party course o isang pag-aaral ng Communist Party of the Philippines ay sinasagawa din. May mga ilang bahagi na sinasagawa sa loob ng university. At kahit yung bandera ng Partido Komunista ng Pilipinas o ng Communist Party of the Philippines, yung bandera ng New People's Army at yung bandera ng National Democratic Front ay tinatago mismo namin sa loob ng mga offices ng mga legal funds organization na ito. Halimbawa na nga lang po, isang instances sa PUP, sa Charlie de Rosario building, ako po mismo nakatira mismo sa Charlie de Rosario building. Doon po kami natutulog, doon kami nagmi-meeting, doon kami nag-assessment, doon kami naliligo, at kinabukasan ay i-area na naman po kami o magro-room to room na naman po kami. So ito yung mga iniiwasan nitong mga estudyante na mga miyembro nitong underground mass organization, mga miyembro ng Communist Party of the Philippines, na hindi maisiwalat at hindi mailabas ito sa publiko dahil kasiraan ito at masustulad nga po nung binabanggit ni Kaamihan ay masusuppress yung pagre-recruit nila o yung recruitment nila doon sa mga universities.
So, maliwanag na ang masusuppress na termination na ito ay ang meeting na illegal.
Yes, pa. Yes po, mga illegal meetings yung mga binabanggit namin.
Tapos ang dagdag ko lang, may mga university naman na walang gantong agreement na nakakapag-exercise pa rin ng academic freedom. Pero, ang katakot-takot dito, wala yung agreement na to, napapasok pa rin ng CPP-NPA NDF. Ngayon, yung mga school na may agreement na ito, nandoon na rin yung nakapasok na rin ng CPP-NPA NDF. Anong nakakatakot? Kasi yung mga school na to, dahil meron yung accord, ay mas na-exercise nila yung mga kailangan gawin ng CPP-NPA NDF sa eskwelahan. Pansinin niyo yung ibang mga universities, hindi naman ganun karami talaga yung mga universities and colleges na may accord na nagkapag-recruit doon ng NPA. Which is, kung itatali natin yon, bakit ang dami-daming pasampa ng UP, ang dami-daming pasampa ng PUP sa NPA? Kasi sa matagal na panahon, sinamantala namin yan, yung agreement na yan. Sa mga ibang schools na freely nakakapasok ang government officials, government troops, wala namang ganong pasampa Iilan, isa, dalawa, tatlo, hindi kagaya ng 10 o 10 sumasampa. Kaya, hindi, kung doon sa sinasabi kanina na overkill yung pagtatanggal, hindi siya overkill kasi ang daming mga student activists sa iba't ibang schools na nakakapag-propagate pa rin ng advocacies nila na exercise yung student freedom nila, academic freedom nila, nang wala man o meron yung accord na yon. Kaya hindi siya dapat maging batayan bakit mawawala ang academic freedom. Hindi. Kasi ang pagkaintindi ko sa pagtanggal ng accord ay para pigilan yung recruitment sa CPP, NPA, NDF. Hindi yung manirahan ng militar sa loob ng eskwelahan. Hindi naman ganun Yung ang nagpo-propaganda ng extreme na pagtingin na yan ay mga left-leaning organizations na ini-extreme nila na papunta na ang militar, magbabase na dyan, yung iba pang mga netizen na talagang galit na galit sa CPP, NPA, dyan na kayo magkampo, ganoon ginagatungan Kaya mahalagang nililinaw natin sa mamamayan na itong pag-abrogate na to, hindi para isuppress ang kabataan at estudyante. Itong pag-abrogate na to ay laban doon sa ginagawa ng CPP, NPA, NDF sa loob ng university na hindi ginagawa ng student administrators sa loob ng universities. Kasi yun ang nakakatakot. Alam ng NSC, alam ng AFP, alam ng PNP na wala doon sa eskwelahan, pero yung student administrators, yung mga school administrators, hindi nila alam. Yun yung nakakatakot para sa mga kabataan na mga mag-aaral sa mga susunod na panahon at sa mga kagaya namin na mga na-recruit, yun yung nakakatakot po.
Rejoinder lang po, nung sinabi ni Sir Chino, hindi naman po bawal yung mga meetings, definitely. Pero yung bawal kasi yung organization, kasi it's an organization supporting the NPA. So, conducting meetings, let's say, meetings ng KM, meetings ng CPP, hindi sila bawal. That's true, hindi po siya bawal. Pero the CPP and the KM itself, openly supporting the NPA. Yan po yung illegal, yan po yung bawal ng organization. Yan lang po.
Curious lang ako, after all this yan, nakasampa na kayo, nakasali na kayo sa NPA, and dahil dito natigil kayo sa pag-aaral, are you still willing to go back to school and change your life na parang, yun nga, babaguhin nyo yung sarili nyo, babaguhin nyo yung